Hello,
Yeah,
are you
look at that little
alive,
pretty
Runa?
fellow.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
well,
You were just a figment of my imagination on the wind for a second there. It wasn't very clear. But I hear you now. All right.
so much about to know.
Finally, we are out of Hither. Yay!
Like poor rabbits! I will never know what happened to them!
Only, like 9 sessions there, but that's all right.
I do it all over again.
Oh no, I forgot about Malik's people.
Yeah!
No, bummer. Malik didn't. He's been having nightmares about it.
I've just been
Malik,
thinking about it the whole time.
I know you mentioned that you wanted to spend some time with the bird. So real quick, can you specify your exact method of trying to calm this bird? Tell me how
Brother.
you try to communicate with it.
Well, it's not living, so... Maybe I'll try bonding with it over my numerous stitches across my body that has now appeared on this long balloon ride. And I guess try and give it commands over and over till it listens. If it does listen, I'll tighten its what's the word? Stitches? Sure, stitches.
Okay.
This is a taxidermy bird.
It is a taxidermy bird. Give me an Arcana roll, please.
Hey, I'm not too bad at those. I should really stop saying that. I suck at them every time.
Unfortunately, the bird does not seem to have any response to you during this nice moment. The mists finally part to reveal a primeval forest far below all of you. The verdant sea of canopies is broken only by occasional rocky hills and small mountains and a river that snakes through the forest. You can see, everyone can see, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see a large lake in the middle of the forest, a colossal dead tree to the west, a very large treehouse to the north, and a cave opening, shiny with cozy torchlight in a wooded hillside to the south. As you all hover above the vast wilderness, Clapperclaw peers over the edge of the gondola, his gored head creaking slightly as he points to the features below, unless someone has taken time to help him fixate his stag head on this ride.
I hope we did. Already
Yes,
8 hour
please
journey.
say
We're just
that we
sitting
did that.
We can say that Bryony gave
I
him a
can
little bit of help.
recommending.
Let's say Bryony and and Runa. That's gonna get me in trouble tonight. That's good. Bryony and Runa spent some time fixing his head properly, and so he looks way more majestic, and he stands straighter, happier, all that good stuff. And he peers over the edge of the gondola basket sort of deal, and he begins pointing at the features below. That lake there, they say it's home to unicorns. No one's ever seen them, but the locals whisper that they're there, protecting something. Or maybe they're just protecting themselves. Hard to know with unicorns. And then he swings his clawed arm to the west toward that towering dead oak. Over yonder, that big old tree there, that's where Scabatha Nightshade makes her home. Trust me, you don't want to cross paths with her unless you're really ready. She's dangerous, cruel, way worse than the one we just left. And you know how I feel about that one.
Or this one.
This one over here is the one that he's pointing at.
Okay.
Got a mind for punishments and a long memory, that one. And then finally, his gaze shifts to the south, where that cave mouth glows with torchlight. As for that cave, I ain't got the foggiest idea who or what lives there. Never been close enough to find out, truth be told. Could be something friendly, but probably not, knowing this place. And he sort of steps back from the edge and then curls up in a corner of the basket as Morgott silently steers the balloon.
What is that?
That's the
This
cave.
here?
Yeah.
No. I don't know if this is anything specific. I don't have anything in my notes
Well, I mean,
about
it's got light coming out of
Okay.
it, so I assumed it was the cave.
That's this one.
Yeah.
Down here at the bottom is that one.
I
But
know the cave. That's okay.
this I'm not
It's just a rock.
not
with a
sure
hole in
is
it.
the answer that I'm gonna give to you.
And this one has a bigger light in it. That'll be more interesting.
It does.
It's weird that they would
Does anybody-
put something like that on the map and then not make something for it.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying that there isn't an answer available to me. It's that I'm not giving it to you.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
You don't
fine
know.
Then.
And for all intents and purposes, I don't know.
Wait, then so what's the? Because he didn't say anything about the treehouse.
What the fuck? There's a dragon over there. I just realized.
He didn't say anything about the treehouse, potentially because he doesn't know anything about the treehouse.
Okay. How long were we in the balloon so far?
8 hours, I think it was. Agreed.
About 9 hours total in the balloon.
Okay.
And you
9
guys are reaching the height of that 9th hour.
Can I do 2 checks from my book then?
Please do. Feel free.
It's intelligence or wisdom? Because this says wisdom prerequisite.
The check itself that you have to roll, as long as you have the wisdom prerequisite still, yes?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Because that changed, right?
Let me check.
Do any of you guide
Damn it,
Morgort in
I
a
don't.
specific... Aha, well.
Wasted.
You spend too much time, unfortunately, working on other things, and the wisdom escapes you. Does anybody direct Morgort, or do you allow
yeah,
her to set it down somewhere safely, or...
I figure Meta would point to the unicorn pool because of the unicorn horn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we had that.
Alicorn horn, yeah.
Yes.
And yeah,
Okay.
Who has that?
Me.
I don't know.
Okay, good.
You are holding your arm out, and you are opening your lips, and you're about to direct Morgort to head that way. That big, beautiful pool of water. You guys got a lot of information the last time you visited a location like that. But as you are doing so, you suddenly hear a loud screech behind you. And you all turn an alarm. Clapperclaw stands quickly, and a nightmarish creature bursts forth from the swirling mist. I will pop it onto the map for you really quick so you can see.
Yikes. I know what that is.
Its elongated body twists and coils through the air, and 6 spindly legs trail behind it as it screeches in an otherworldly wail. The beast's
What in
eyes
the world is
burn
that?
like molten embers, locking onto your balloon as it charges forward with terrifying speed.
It's a Jabberwock.
Before any of you have a moment to react, its gaze narrows on you.
Oh yeah, poor.
Go ahead and roll 'em. And twin beams of fiery light shoot forth, slamming into the swamp gas balloon with a deafening whoosh. And in an instant, the balloon ignites and the entire contraption erupts into flames, the fabric disintegrating as fiery tendrils consume it. The basket jerks violently as the balloon collapses and sends you all plummeting through the air. You watch in horror as this creature, seemingly satisfied, flaps its massive wings and vanishes back into the mist. Now you know what that dragon was. Now,
Oh,
Oh, the one we
500
didn't
feet
notice.
above the ground and falling fast. The wicker basket
Yeah.
spins and lurches, its ropes straining against the pull of gravity. The wind howls past your ears as the trees of thither rush up to meet you, and time seems to almost slow. The basket tips and sways violently. You can feel the drop in your stomach as you have approximately 3 seconds to figure something out.
I start flying.
Okay?
Goodbye.
That helps you, for sure.
And I have slow fall.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest.
Which is
Oh,
not
you have
gonna
Featherfall?
I have. It says slow fall.
No,
I
she
have-
meant.
No, it's a. No, it's slow fall. It's a 4th level.
Yeah,
monk
but she
feature.
meant the spell that Runa was gonna
Oh
cast.
no.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't hear Runa say that.
She's posted it.
I posted it on the chat.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
How many of us are there that can't
1,
fly?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Huh.
Sorry,
So-
I can't help you.
What's the
I
difference
do
then?
not have my magic anymore.
Goodbye, friends. It was a good journey.
That's 5 people only.
Do you cast it on
Pixie does.
your party
Do
members?
I? No, I don't.
Well, I think.
Uh,
Lines we even
And
have.
leave Morgort and Clapperclaw to their own? Yeah, Ruben?
Ruben will throw on the fairy wings he got from the carnival
Oh,
and
yes!
tell Runa, "Hey, I'm good. Don't worry about me. I got this one." And those can cast slow fall on myself.
Yes, I have butterfly wings also.
Alright, so if Ruben and Silva are taken care of, Morgort and Clapperclaw could very likely take their place. Can someone post me what Slowfall does exactly?
I think it's.
Slow fall, yeah, hang on. I don't need it. I may not need it, but hold on. Slow fall, click.
But amount equal to 5
It's
times your monk level.
5 times your monk level damage you can absorb from falling.
Okay, so that's gonna.
So
So you're gonna
D20, it
still
would-
fall, but you're gonna reduce.
Well, I'm not because I'm using my butterfly wings.
Got it. The butterfly wings
Unless
allow
somebody
you to
else
fly?
needs them.
They allow you to
my-
cast feather fall on yourself.
Feather fall.
Feather fall. I thought you said slow fall a second ago, Ruben. Sorry about that.
I might have. It's called so many different things in different systems. I get confused.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
How
okay,
heavy
then-
is Clapper, Claw, and Morgort?
They are both small creatures, technically.
Could I theoretically try to carry one? To
Um,
at
if
least
it's,
slow them down.
So in our party, me and Malik will need feather fall, and I
Yeah.
can do it. And
You
we can
guys have
do
wings, too.
3 other creatures.
So Bryony, Clapperclaw, and what's his name?
Morgort.
Everybody
Morgort.
So
that
that's
everybody-
everyone.
Everyone that went to the carnival at the beginning should have those wings.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you
I thought we
haven't
got this
spent
for
them-
my a reward for my game.
You,
Yeah, I thought it was a
yeah,
reward.
so you did get butterfly wings to wear. You are correct, Meadow. But I think that that's not what they're referring to.
No,
Yeah, you
this was
reward.
something that we got when in one of the games. It specifically has feather fall
Oh,
attached to it, not decorative wings.
You're both remembering correctly, just different things.
You're both smart people.
well,
yes, definitely. So it sounds like everybody's covered by Runa's Weatherfall.
Yeah.
everybody?
All right.
Yep.
Either
Even the
feather fall
NPCs.
or the wings, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have to carry anybody.
Nope.
No, you just have to fly on your own,
Okay.
And not get bitten
which
by
I
the
assume is no problem for you.
Thankfully, seeing as it was not at one point.
Yes.
I was just preparing the spell before this event, and I was like, we're still flying in the balloon. I might as well prepare this spell.
Good call.
Yes.
That's very smart. And
You never know what might happen.
you guys, as you feel your stomach absolutely just falling out of you, the ground is rushing up to meet you. You feel lightened all of a sudden as Brina's magic surrounds you, and suddenly you are able to control your descent. And you fall to the ground as lightly as a feather. Though the impact of the balloon itself, the basket, is quite jarring, and as you land on the forest floor, the basket slams through the branches and snaps limbs as it comes to a halt on
Oh.
the forest floor in a tangled mess.
When I started flying, I also picked up Reginald.
Oh, okay.
Alex,
existed.
your stupid taxidermy bird is on his own.
I mean, I'm holding it, I'm hoping. It's a little like fucking... what's it called? Owl in a cage.
You guys
precious.
stand and brush yourselves off and attempt to get your bearings. Clapperclaw sort of hugs himself and is a bit shaken at the fall, and Morgort's brow is sweating a bit. But everyone seems okay.
So where
Shot
exactly
Wolverine.
on the map did we land?
That's a great question. You are not entirely certain.
I can scout
Okay.
now that I know my way.
Yeah, except we don't know where we are.
Yeah, but I can fly
You
above
wa-
the trees.
If you
Look-
wanted to
look for
pop up
landmarks.
above the trees to take a look.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Your head gets bitten off by a Jabberwocky.
I'm a teeny tiny little fairy. I don't think he's gonna notice.
We'll see.
You'd be surprised. This is the Feywild after all.
A fairy-sized Jabberwocky.
What was
So-
that
so-
ugly dragon?
Yeah.
So I zzz, up into the
Give-
sky.
Give me a perception check.
My perception's terrible now. Oh, good.
Apparently
Not so terrible.
No, I just rolled high.
Even though you were pointing in the direction of the pool, Morgort didn't have a whole lot of time to begin correcting. So you guys have landed about here.
Oh, behind the scary cave.
So let me put this bad boy here. Wait a minute. You guys
Oh,
are right
yeah.
about here.
Okay.
Okay.
I come back down.
Or just a grey dot?
We're next to the weird cave.
Let's go to the cave. We need shelter.
Are we gonna find dwarves?
We don't know what's in there.
I'm hoping for dwarves.
There's bad people, we just
I've
stab
never
them.
been there. I don't know.
I don't
But
usually see dwarves in the Feywild, from what I remember.
look, you guys. Clapperclaw kind of stops you guys while you're kind of slowly tromping through, and I'm really appreciated that you guys got me my head back. And his hands kind of go up and touch his little antlers affectionately. But I can't stay. I've gotta be getting back. So this is where I'm going to leave you.
Do you know your way back?
Oh yeah, I know my way all around this place. And I'll just keep my head down. Don't worry about me. And I've got my head back now. And I've trust me, I learned a little bit about, my previous predicament.
Okay.
So
Well,
maybe we'll run into each other again. And
Yeah.
I hope you guys stay safe.
watch out for the bullywugs.
Yeah, that too.
Morgar steps up and claps her hand onto Clapperclaw's shoulder and says, I don't care what these ones say. I'm not going to let you go off on your own, little one. I'm up for an adventure, and, well, I'm as brave as any bullywug knight there ever was. So, let me come around. Come along, and I'll be your protector.
Meadow's gonna salute Morgort.
Bryony, leans down, because Bryony's considerably taller than the tiny bullywug
Big.
Morbert, and gives the bullywug a nice firm embrace. They'd spent quite a bit of time together in that
Prison.
makeshift prison, as it were, and she gives Clapperclaw a nod and steps back, gives everybody a wave, and the two of them say their goodbyes and continue to wave as they tromp happily through the thither forest, certainly pleased to be out of the oppressive swamp.
Well, not so fast, friend. See, remember that short sword I gave you? Could you do me a favor and go to the, well, it would be Harrigan Triarchy by now. Could you go to that little camp over there and make sure everything is running correctly?
Little camp.
Yes, it's a camp of, rabbit men,
the
and he
tollway.
points... Yeah, and he
Oh, the
points to Ruben.
tollway.
Yes,
Well-
you see, we subjugated them, and they are supposed to be under my management. But I, haven't been there for, like, a few days. Just want to know if you're, like, you just go take over, like a intimidatory middleman boss. You know what I mean? The old Mr. Aroline.
Clapperclaw looks kind of nervous and shakes his antlered head and says, "Well, look, mister, those are the things that took my head in the first place. I don't want anything to do with them. But if Morgart goes her own separate way, I certainly won't stop her, but I sure think that you're... Well, but I don't want to go. I'm sorry."
Come on, old champ. I gave you a little short sword and everything. I bet you can stab them if they start acting up. Just say you work for the great Malik Alchemire, and they should recognize me immediately.
Malik, he's
Here you go, mister. And he just hurriedly unbuckles his short sword. And I
It's
don't
not
want
worth
anything
it.
to do with it. So you can have your sword back, and I'm sure Morgort can handle things. And he snaps his little fingers. And I've got these.
Malik, he's not a very violent person. Just leave it. You'll have to find some other way to
Okay.
contact your triarchy.
Hey, Frogman, how are you, huh? How do you feel about, being a little middleman boss?
Pretty sure Morgar's a girl.
I am.
Well-
Thank you for remembering. But I suppose that I could take a message for you if I'm passing that way. But I'm not going to interject myself into their business. But if you wanted to write down a quick message before we head off.
I'll write then as we go.
Okay.
I gotta think now. Shit.
You can get it to me after session if you like.
Yes.
I won't put you on the spot.
I will.
The two of them wave once more, and they tromp through the trees as you all do the same. You navigate through the dense underbrush, making your way in the direction that Meadow has gestured for you to go into, now that she can do that.
I know, it's
Um,
great, isn't it?
It's so helpful now. But the sounds of crackling flames draw your attention. You push aside a few low-hanging branches, and you emerge into a small clearing where a cozy campfire flickers cheerfully.
Oh, look, it's Toadstool.
Cauldron. Yeah, let me.
Your
A
princess is in
cauldron
another castle.
bubbles over the flames and steam curls into the air, while a nearby rock supports a frying pan glistening with melted butter. And in the center of this delightful scene stands a tiny mushroom-like creature with its cap bobbing happily as it dips into the pan with a glee. It hums a merry tune, oblivious to your presence, as it thoroughly enjoys the buttery concoction, twirling in delight. La 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 la.
Sorry, your princess is in another castle.
I eat it.
Don't eat it. He's a living.
No,
Thing.
Malik.
I'm
Well,
thinking the
plants
same.
are
Malik.
living too, but we don't complain when I eat plants.
It's
He's
sentient.
obviously sentient.
Let's find out. Hello, little man.
The creature looks up at you with wide, cheerful eyes as you approach, and it pauses for a moment in its little singing and dipping and twirling. Oh, hello there! And a big grin spreads across its tiny mushroom face. I'm just getting ready for Kroa! He asked me to rub this melted butter into my flesh for a nice, shiny coat. And it waggles its little mushroom cap back and forth excitedly. And then they promised me a hot bath before dinner. Isn't that nice? Kroa went to gather firewood, but they should be back soon. And then he continues humming and happily dipping his cap back into the pan.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Maybe don't tell him.
I don't think they're gonna give you a bath.
Well, why not?
Well, it's kind of sounds like they're asking you to prepare yourself to be eaten.
No, that's silly. Crow's my friend. He wouldn't do that. He just wants me to smell good and feel smooth, I guess. Do you want to give me a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Hello. La 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 la.
God, I love it.
Give me another go. Another attempt at. Let me hear your attempt.
Okay. Well, okay. So hear me out. Think about it for a second, okay? He's asking you to put butter, something you eat, on your skin. And then they're gonna put you in a hot bath, and she points to the pot, which is very similar to something that you would cook stew in. I think they're going to try and eat you because you're a mushroom.
Oh my gosh, how could I be so stupid? Of course it's gonna eat me. I got distracted by the delicious aroma. Oh, I'm in a... and he kind of uses his little hands. They can't really fit over the top of his mushroom cap, so his hands just like come up over the side, and he's like... And then he just like shakes his head off like a dog shaking off water. I'm just gonna get out of here real quick, if you don't mind, before you come...
Sure. We'll... If we see him, we'll tell him you went a different direction.
Do that. Bye! And
Bye.
he just starts skedaddling on away.
You know, I
Tragedy averted.
wanted to. Well, see, now you made a new tragedy, though. Now, what if the person is gonna starve to death?
They can eat non-sentient things.
How do we know not everything is sentient here?
If they don't talk or have eyes.
Okay. You walk over to a tree and start trying to talk to it. Hello? Hello?
Are these vegetables here?
The breeze gathers, but it doesn't say anything else coherent.
It's
And
not.
yes, there do appear to be some garnishings for some sort of mushroom meal.
Okay, can I try to make a meal without the mushroom?
Damn, we're just
Sure.
stealing his food?
Do you
Okay.
do you have any cooking tools of any kind on you?
I have a mess kit.
All right, that works. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make something, and I mean it will be mushroomless, but it'll has vegetables. It'll be vegetable soup without the mushroom.
Fresh meal for everybody. I mean, sounds awesome. Bryony's happy to plop herself down on the outside of the campfire, and she just starts kind of looking around, waiting for that goblin to come back and sniffing the delicious buttery smell of carrots and potatoes and onions cooking in a pan.
Bryony, can you scavenge around, or everybody, could you scavenge and see if you can find any more stuff we can add to the stew to make it a little more fuller?
Yes.
Yeah, let me. I might have something. Oh no, that's gross. She kind of pulls a little crumbly, gross, rotty herbs from her pouch. Clearly from before her time being arrested.
We could.
Yeah, I'll look around, I guess. But hey, someone needs to stand here and keep an eye out for that goblin. He's gonna come back any minute.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that was Meadows doing, no? Like cooking.
I figured Meadow was trying to cook the other stuff while everybody else was doing.
I mean,
Yeah, like then she would be like watching if the goblin came back.
So maybe Bryony should stand watch while Meadow cooks.
yeah,
And
sure.
we should go look because Malik
Yeah,
and
no
I
problem.
both have herbalism kits and proficiency, so I assume that would help us. No?
Sure. I mean, between Ruben, are you going out? Between me and Ruben, we could totally keep eyes on all sides of this camp while Meadow's cooking.
Yeah, sure. Be happy to help.
All right. I'll keep an eye out then. And she perches up on the stone and watches. And if anybody would like to make their checks now, they can do so.
Okay.
Is it a what kind of check is it?
I'm going to say I think that would need to be a nature check.
Can I use herbalism kit?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna help
I
Malik.
was gonna be mean and say let's use the taxidermy bird as chicken,
God.
but I was just like, never
What the
mind.
fuck? That's not correct.
Oh.
Why is it -1?
Okay, I said I'm gonna help Malik.
Yeah, he can have advantage.
Is it
I'm gonna
using
roll
your
nature normal.
So nature would be intelligence in this case. If I'm rolling my herbalism kit, I have to pick intelligence. Is that right?
Let me double check. Yes, nature's intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not,
God.
-1 for you. That doesn't seem right at all.
Why is it?
I think what you
Well,
roll
I
is
have
just
a
roll
minus-
nature.
do you
My
have it?
intelligence is -1, so then
No.
the proficiency for the herbalism kit gives me a +1 net, and I only rolled a 2. So
Oh, guess it's
Yeah,
using.
you guys didn't very good. Do good.
I guess
very
it's.
good.
I guess it's using the intelligence modifier instead of wisdom.
oh wait, I'm confused. Why does it say -1 +0 +2? Oh, +0, right? It I don't know what the +0 part is, but
There's
Just roll
there's a
nature.
modifier on the herbalism kit. Like if you hit the gear, it says mods 0. I think if you were to delete that, it probably wouldn't say that.
oh, okay.
But yeah, that's weird that the herbalism kit's using their intelligence and not wisdom. Since all the droid stuff is usually wisdom.
Yeah,
Well-
well, my
Nature is what's the
my nature
intelligence.
is -1.
Oh.
It happens.
'Cause-
Malik is able to come
not so
back with at
smart.
least a little bit.
29!
He finds some sprigs of some good herb to season the pot with. Though as Runa and Malik are off looking about, the moment is interrupted by the rustle of leaves and twigs snapping underfoot, and from the underbrush, a small goblin appears. His green skin glinting in the lightly dappled sunlight. And he trudges into the clearing, his arms straining under the weight of an impressive amount of firewood. And he has a ragged pack slung over his back. And he walks up to the campfire, and Crow's beady eyes narrow as he spots you. He drops the firewood with a thud and places his hands on his hips, sauntering forward with some sort of confidence. Well, 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 what do we have here? He says like a sneer, and his teeth are sharp as he sizes each of you up.
Meadow turns around.
Adventurers, huh?
Meadow turns around and offers a friendly wave and goes, "Hello! I saw your stew here, and I thought I would help you make something delicious for yourself."
You'd best keep your distance from my dinner. And he looks around, and confusion flicks across his face as he realizes there's no mushroom in sight.
When she sees that, she scoops out some in a spoon and then flies over and offers it to him to taste.
Where's that little mushroom? You lot didn't scare it off, did you? That one was mine. And he balls his fingers into fists, and he jerks back from the offered spoon and smacks it away.
Oh, I worked hard on that.
And Bryony is going to give a shout for the outlying members of the party to return before she starts to advance menacingly with her quarterstaff.
Oh. A bold little man.
As Malik steps out of the brush and Bryony steps forward with her quarterstaff, his confident swagger seems to crumble a little bit, and he raises his hands. Wait, no need for hostilities. I didn't mean any trouble, just looking for my snack. Oh, look, I have candy sticks. And he reaches into his pack. Sweet ones, and I can tell you things, important things. Just don't hurt me, please.
Okay.
Look, I'm
You
sorry
take some candy sticks and eat them.
I'm sorry your snack ran away, but I did try really hard to make this meal good enough for you in its absence. Will you please just give it a try?
Just nudges him with his elbow in the back while chomping on the candy.
How do I know you didn't poison it or something?
Do I look like someone who would poison it?
I mean, I can taste it if it's so bad.
Sure, here. She scoops up some more and then brings it back.
Stops chomping on the candy, downs that little piece of vegetable stew.
That'll roll me a
Tastes
d20.
Me?
Oh!
Yeah.
Fucking dies on the spot.
Watch it be
Devastated.
bad. Oh, it was a 6.
It's definitely not the best stew you've ever tasted, Malik. But a fair
I
bluff
eat
will get you a long
shit
ways.
water. I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
It's just lacking the mushroom. Mushroom made all the difference.
It tastes like dirt.
The goblin snatches the spoon out of your hand, spilling some of it, but leaving enough for him to have a little taste. It's fine. Be a lot better if there's that mushroom in there, though. Nothing better on a bit of with a bit of butter than some campestry.
Campestry?
I agree.
What's a campestry, friend?
I think that was the mushroom.
I don't
Yeah,
know
they're
about-
little
I don't
mushroom
know.
creatures. They just taste delicious.
Well,
Oh.
do you have to eat the? He's a living, breathing, thinking, talking creature. Is that really the best
You
choice?
have to. Do you really have to?
It's the way of life. I'm a goblin. This is not a very plentiful place. You gotta eat what you can get. It's not like there's a bunch of squirrels or other people around. I gotta eat what you gotta eat, and they taste delicious.
Might I suggest fish?
Maybe he doesn't know how to fish.
Yeah, maybe that's what a fish is.
Do I look like a fisherman to you?
Well, you know, if we ever get these mists cleared up, there's a bullywug fisherman over in, Thither? Which one?
Heather.
Yeah, Hither, that we met, and he's an excellent fisherman. I bet he could teach you how.
Yeah, well, I'll do that if I ever get over there, but that doesn't help me right now. He took away half my mail.
Technically, he ran away.
He stomps over and sits in front of his campfire with a pouting frown and begins to dish up what little bit there is left of his meal.
We just start eating his candy, sitting next to him, looking at him a bit interested.
You said you could
Pretty
tell
tasty.
us some stuff?
Rock candy. What do you say?
Yeah, I guess. There's a market at Loom Lurch. They sell all kinds of candy, way more than I can carry. You'd never believe it. The best candy, all made by a goblin with a head like a toffee apple. Oh, he's just the sweetest goblin around.
Candy?
A toffee apple?
Where is it?
In Loom Lurch.
Oh.
What is it with
You're gonna have to forgive us. We're
creatures having
kind of
their
new around here. Where's Loomlurch at?
heads?
Oh, it's a ways off, to the north.
Does it look like a... What does it look
Is
like?
it near the dead trees?
That's the
big-
place.
The dead tree. Oh, okay. I thought I saw a few houses there. A few buildings.
Not a lot of civilization, so to speak of, here and thither, but that's one of the places.
Well, it's better than a swamp.
Goblin Run.
That
But,
candles tree. Where
yep.
do you find them?
Oh, they're all over the forests. They're particularly common at the little fairy rings.
Do they have any alchemical uses?
Malik. No.
What?
How would I know?
Close.
All I do is eat them.
Do you feel funny afterwards?
They're not that kind of mushrooms, buddy.
Malik.
What?
No.
No, what?
We don't eat things that talk.
Well, we eat animals. They talk sometimes.
They don't speak common.
Now you're
very
getting into a
Okay
whole
to eat
different
anything that doesn't speak
playground.
common?
Now it's a bit interesting. So if it doesn't speak common, it's fine. So if I found a creature that didn't speak common, I can eat it, like the goblin. He didn't
Every
speak
eye
common,
in
I
the
eat it.
camp turns to Meadow accusingly.
You know
Well,
what I
let's talk.
mean. Animals don't speak languages. They speak animal.
Well,
Seems like a language, though.
Well, especially when
It's a
you
sticky
cast.
situation.
Malik will take his
With
one
animals.
hand
So,
around the goblin's shoulder. And that's the hand where he has now replaced with Ballona's hand. For flavor! Not actually replaced, it's just sewn onto like a little glove. And say, so look, buddy. Do you know of any places of interest nearby? Just flexing this hand.
Wait,
See if you have any reaction.
did you just say that he's got Bavlorna's hand on his hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gross.
It's a Bavlorna glove.
Yep. It looks like a hand, but it's just a glove. It just stitched very well.
Nasty.
Nasty. But yes, does he know any
ask him
places of
if he
interest?
knows anything of interest.
Like nearby? Little
He
cave?
gives a shrug and says, I don't know, I just wander around and gather things for Loomlurch. But, I know that there's a cave not that far from here. I haven't been there, but people say that there's some guy giving out presents over there. Seems like a trap if you ask me. And, there's that lake up ahead to the between here and Loomlurch, but we give it a nice wide berth. I don't have any business with unicorn.
I think he was wanting to know if the goblin would react to the Bavlorna glove.
Yeah, that too. That was like the latter thing. If any reaction to seeing, one of the hag's hands Actually, worn as fucking.
I mean, there's no way for him to know what this glove is exactly. And
Oh.
aside that it's probably obviously made of skin, Malik as a whole looks pretty insane. I don't
Well, yeah.
I don't
now
know
he has
if that's
stitches all
like
over
the
his body.
I mean, you're all kind of threatening by just existing, actually, at this point.
Yeah, fair
so
enough.
I don't.
You
I
look
don't
like
think
a
that's-
Frankenstein monster.
Probably do.
Yes,
At this point,
yes.
yes. Especially at level 4. God, the things I can do to myself. Anyway.
Yeah, freak.
I guess last thing is, do you have any herbs of interest? Harvesting herbs? Pyrrhic herbs?
Not my line of work, buddy.
You're just fucking useless, aren't you? God,
Don't be rude.
Oh, that was very kind.
no
But
problem.
that's okay. I don't really care. You're a man after my own heart. Oh, and you know, I'll give you guys this one for free. Granny Nightshade, she runs the toy shop in Loon Lurch. She makes
Gosh.
little kids work for her, turning them into her little helpers. You can't miss her. She's got this big key sticking out of her back, like a wind-up toy.
Oh, that sounds horrific.
Oh,
Good to
I
know.
want to see her.
Oh well.
Sorry, what
I
was her
guess-
name?
Granny Nightshade.
Thank you.
Granny
Yeah,
Nightshade.
it's the hag, Scabatha.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I suppose we'll just be off then. As you don't really have any else use of us, licking his fingers, eating the last candy.
Yeah, well, you're not much use to me either. You scared off my dinner, so I'd say we're even, huh?
I like you. I hope you don't die the next week. Maybe I'll find you and recruit you.
Doesn't sound like a
Very
threat at
well.
all.
It's not fair, it's recruitment. Anyways, let's be off then. I do
Alright,
suggest
well.
we go to this cave, as it's nearby. I like
Farewell,
presents.
Mr. Goblin. Remember, you don't always have to eat things that, you know,
I mean,
just, you know.
Oh,
Be-
Meadow,
be a
give it a
little picky.
rest. Come on, just leave him be.
I just feel
Brian's
so
gonna try and
bad for
scoop
them.
you over. I know, but just because people are different than you doesn't mean that you can just tell him to stop doing that.
Yeah, I know. It's hard enough with Malik.
Yeah, let's focus our efforts there. All right. And
Well-
you guys continue on a bit.
You can try to do what humans do. You know, there's so much difference in philosophy. Just
Never
kill
mind.
the other people.
yeah, kill who you don't like.
You just fight them to death.
That reminds me, Runa, did you decide on using one of your scrolls for identify or no?
On what?
Well, I'm not. No, just like any of the items. We have like 3 or 4 items. You have it identified, and you have 2 scrolls if you want to use them. You don't have to. I'm just asking.
I think she identified some
Right,
last
I
session.
completely forgot about that.
Oh,
You guys do have
Well-
that frog I know of.
frog, wand, helmet,
Mm-hmm.
bag of stones.
Helmet.
I think we identified the helmet already.
I don't think.
think
No, we did
I
not.
don't think you did.
We
Oh.
talked
I
about
asked
it. We didn't
Runa
do it.
to, but we didn't get any answer yet.
Well, do
Yeah,
you want
I
to
would
find
have
some of the
done
items?
it, during the balloon trip. So, which one did he want to identify?
Well, there's 4. You only have 2. There's the helmet, which I think is a must.
I have
There's
3,
the
actually.
wand. You're free. Okay. There's the wand.
But do you want to
of-
use them all now?
I thought we already
Yeah, exactly.
identified
There's
the
the-
wand.
We didn't.
That was from
we-
like ages ago. You gave it to Ruben, didn't you?
It wasn't identified. It was just
Oh.
like a rough idea what's magic type, I think.
I can just attune to the wand and discover what it does.
True.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, you can do
That's a
that.
good point.
So, not the wand.
All
the
right. So the helmet.
Yeah, and there is a silk pouch of rocks, the frog totem,
Frog
I
totem.
think.
So,
Yeah,
I thought we discovered what that did
two.
too.
did we?
Where did we get that frog totem from?
There was a somebody did something and they could feel a type of magic on somebody and it came from the frog totem?
I think that you knew it was magical, but not what it does.
Oh.
Yeah, Bruna cast Detect Magic and felt it on
I
her.
still have that porcelain jar of chicken feet, too.
Oh yeah, chicken leg jar. Yeah, I found a little message up here now. Frog totem.
So the one that will attune to, and then I have 3.
Yes.
Silk pouch of weird antlers, helmet, chicken leg jar, frog totem. Let's start with the helmet.
Okay.
All right.
We just say we did this in the balloon, I guess.
That's fine. The helmet, you are able to identify as a helm of telepathy.
Oh, looks freaky.
Detect, don't.
Where in God's name find a freaking chicken?
Nice.
Cool. Looks kind of drippy.
See, I'm glad I picked it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I attune to things? Yeah, anybody can attune, right? You don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
You can
It's
only
done over the
attune
period of a
to-
long rest.
Yeah, it's usually well, I mean, they were in the balloon, so.
I'm attuned to a single
I don't need to attune to it now. I just saw that it needs attunement, so I wanted to make sure I could use it.
I mean, yeah,
The chicken leg jar does not have an exact spell on it, but you can assume it's some variation of a message spell.
Ooh.
But it's not like it's not as though these chicken legs can cast that spell. It does something else. Related to that.
Exactly.
But what was the third thing? I'm sorry.
And
There's a frog totem and a silk bag of stones.
Which
Either
one
one.
should I choose?
So you can only use one of those.
Silk. I'll identify the pouch, silk pouch.
Meadow, do you remember where you picked that up at?
The chicken leg thing?
Nope,
No,
the
the
pouch
silk
of...
pouch.
I didn't
think
pick
I
that
picked
up. Malik did.
Yeah, I think I
You
picked that
recall
up.
where you found that up?
Oh.
It was
I think it was in
after.
Bavlorna's place.
Yeah,
no?
it was in Bavlorna's place. It was after we killed her and everything. I don't know what room he was in when he found it.
I think it was upstairs in the one room where you fucking fought a little dummy mannequin.
Oh!
Silk. Yeah.
Okay. One sec. Can I write it down?
Maybe if you just do like Control F pouch.
Get lost in my notes. Second. Oh. Hold on. I think I remember. Notebook. You had to roll for that, didn't you?
Do you? I thought that time was just like one and done.
I can post what the spell does.
Yeah, you learn properties and how to use them. Which means the chicken legs will be more descriptive.
Okay, they have magic cast on them, but they are not magical.
Oh, they're enchanted, kind of.
Yes. So I didn't really know how to describe that. For that pouch of stuff, I had you roll for it, I was pretty sure. I rolled for it. I didn't write it down.
I mean, just roll again. I don't care.
I can just
Do you want to just
go
look?
for the frog
We could
totem.
just look at the video later if you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if Runa can use that spell on something else, like maybe there's nothing fancy about them at all.
There's the frog totem. She could use it on that.
I must have forgotten to
Mm-hmm.
write this one down. That's my
No
bad,
biggie.
guys.
No biggie.
I'll go back and look and find out later. But yeah, the frog totem. If you throw it on the ground, it you know that upon breaking, it casts the darkness spell.
Oh. Okay. That's pretty good.
Totem of darkness.
And the chicken legs do some kind of message thing.
Does
Well,
it
it's
require attunement?
later.
It does not.
No, it's like a throwable, like a potion kinda.
No.
Explodes like a smoke bomb.
Does it?
Magical smoke.
Is it one use? Is it charged? Charges or?
Just
It's
one use.
use. Yeah.
Oh, one use and it's done. Okay.
What about the wand?
We don't have enough.
Yeah.
Identify.
Well, no, like they attune to it.
I'm gonna attune to the wand.
Takes a long rest.
The wand casts Tasha's hideous laughter, and it has 2 charges left.
Do they like what do you call it? Refresh? Recharge?
They do not.
Shame. Oh well.
Oh,
Well,
they
you can
do
keep
not
that wand.
recharge.
I don't need it. Okay, then there's the cave, I guess.
Yes. All right. Let me move ya. You guys begin your approach, and colored torchlight seems to radiate from a cave in this wooded hillside. Though 20 feet from the cave is a tree with a weathered sheet of parchment nailed to its trunk.
Wanted poster. Ooh.
Wanted, Will of the Feywild, special offer.
Don't read it.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's just a picture. Just the picture.
Can I read it
Okay,
then?
what is on the picture? Yeah, what's on
Yes, that I can do. The poster says, "Deliver this rascal alive and unharmed. As payment, I offer you the power to bring the dead back to life."
Ooh.
Do we recognize the person?
What?
The scripture?
You do not appear to.
What does he look like?
He looks young. It is clearly a picture of a child or some sort of adolescent.
And
He has a wide nose, a round jaw, and he's drawn to look sour.
and it's
Like evil
signed,
looking.
I guess, by.
Granny Nightshade.
Okay.
Is the name that's on the
Nightshade.
picture is there a name on the poster? Is it the one that's on the picture? Will of
Yes.
the Okay.
That part you may read.
I don't know.
Troublemakers. They
I
always
think-
start young.
Shut up, Malik. She's just a child stealer.
We don't know that. Jeez.
That goblin just said that she was. That she takes children and makes them work for her.
What if the goblin's a child stealer and he's pinning it on Granny Nightshade?
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, he
See?
said he did say that the goblins run that place or live there, so they're clearly just as bad as the bullywugs we left behind.
Right.
Maybe the granny is a prisoner.
Maybe.
Are you kidding me?
No?
In case no one could tell, that maybe was said with incredulousness. Granny doesn't know.
Riley,
Well.
don't feed their delusions. They're just they give the benefit of the doubt too much, as it is.
Look, I thought I was gonna be trapped in that place forever, so I'm just trying to be in a good mood, and I don't need fighting with the weirdo to put a damper on it, you know?
Hello.
Um,
He's weird.
as you are accosting Malik, in assumingly dulcet tones, a gravelly voice echoes from within the cave. Ah, travelers! Come in, come in. I've been waiting for some new faces. There's no need to be shy. I promise you won't find a more welcoming abode than mine.
Can you see? You seem blind, old man.
Not blind, just a choice.
Is he spinning gold?
Yes, you walk in, and as you step in, the flickering light from a few strategically placed torches reveals a very staggering sight. And we have here before us piles and piles of gold coins spilling out from various nooks and crannies, shimmering like a sea of stars beneath the warm glow. The wealth appears almost chaotic, loose coins cascading down from heaps, glinting in hues of yellow and orange, while some are stacked neatly in uneven towers.
Can I cast Detect Magic to see anything special? Anything that stands out?
Is this real?
Yes.
Is this real? Am I dreaming?
Mister, you shouldn't keep your money just laying about like that.
I'm not that worried about it. Trust me, you don't want what comes along with it.
Comes along with it.
Is it cursed?
Must be rich.
First
Money
indeed.
can't buy you happiness, Malik.
I don't know about that one. I feel very happy when I have money.
Same. You can buy a lot of sweets.
Yes, see? Big thinker.
Some things are more important.
You're right. Some herbs are invaluable.
What's the price of this money, old man?
The price. Trust me, you don't want to get into that.
I don't
Just,
trust you. Just tell me.
Haunting. You'll be pestered until the moment you relinquish the coin. My horrible hauntings.
Hauntings?
Just as I am haunted by these things. I finally found it. Malik, your detect magic. It radiates an aura of conjuration magic.
This
I earned these
I'll-
riches here by exploiting my tenant's misery.
Your tenants?
Yes.
You were a
I bought
landlord?
up condemned properties and rented it out for an exorbitant fee. Granny Nightshade is helping me to make amends. I told her I wanted to put my bad deeds behind me and my ill-gotten gains to good use. She cursed me to dwell forever in this cave, spinning my gold into useful items for anyone who comes my way.
You should
spinning
just
gold.
You should just donate your money to the needy.
Would that I could change the circumstances of our deal now. I hadn't this first idea about what hags were all about when I agreed to the deal. Now I know that they are only out to trick you.
Yeah.
Now I am trapped here. I cannot leave this place, but I can offer each of you a small boon.
I'm old man.
If it will help you, sure. And maybe in the future we can help you as well.
We are quite
Perhaps.
established, huh, killers?
Perhaps. I'm pleased that you mentioned such a thing. But let me give you my gift first, and you can decide what sort of reciprocity will be appropriate.
Sure.
And he sighs, and the old man picks up his hands and puts them to his spinning wheel. He gathers strands of gold yarn and begins to knit, his fingers moving deftly as he works his magic. Each creation shimmers with a golden luster, reflecting the light from the torches around you. As he completes the first item, he holds it up with a proud smile to you, Reuben. For you! And he presents to you a bag that is intricately woven, with golden thread lining its edges, with its mouth widely open, ready to swallow treasures beyond imagining.
Bag of holding. Damn.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a real nice bag. Thanks.
Take good care of it. And then he gets back to work, quickly churning out another item, weaving quickly before your eyes in a luster of gold that you've never seen before. After a moment, he turns to you, Meadow. And for you, my dear. And he hands you a pair of bracers, embellished with a delicate leaf pattern, their golden hue, promising enhanced accuracy and skill for the wearer, perhaps.
Oh, thank you. This will be most
Very
useful.
cool.
Very good.
My pleasure.
Literally Santa Claus. What the fuck?
Quite
Isn't
literally.
it cool how he made them the right size for you? He was able to make them so tiny. Very intricate work.
He continues, his wheels spinning. And then moments later, he reveals a beautifully crafted cloak. And he holds it up for you, Silva. It billows softly, with golden threads shimmering like sunlight. This will keep you safe from harm, my dear.
Thank you. You're too kind.
And he goes back. I want you to know that I rolled randomly for all of these. And,
Really?
Meadow, you got the best deal out of everybody.
That was the best one. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
definitely
bag of
gonna be
holding is pretty
useful.
fucking good. Cloak of protection too.
Hey, I'm happy with my. No, I just meant that was the perfect fit for her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially considering my new class.
What is your new
Uh,
class?
I'm now an arcane archer fighter.
Awesome.
That means
He
I don't have spells
pulls at his
anymore,
threads once more.
Yeah.
Continues.
But Arcane Archer had some kind of spells.
I have this one thing that I can do, arcane shot, but it's limited. I can only do it twice a day.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, period. And I can't like update it. Or like, you know, like if I get a higher level, it doesn't give me more uses,
Hmm.
which I thought was kind of weird.
To Bryony, he holds out a pair of gloves that are sleek and elegant, with intricate designs woven into the fabric. She takes them and turns them over in her hand, and
Nice.
interesting.
Cool.
Wouldn't
He
be
gets a
good
little
for
shrug.
Malik.
My dexterity isn't that good.
I mean, these things are not bonded to you guys, just as an FYI.
Yeah, we could trade them around.
Mm-hmm. He
I was like a
gets back
slave
to
feeling
it.
they're all cursed for some reason.
He gets back to it and continues. making more of his items. And he gives you a nod, Malik, and hands you a delicate golden branch with a faint glow emanating from its tip.
Oh, nice.
The Elder Wand.
And he gets back to work. As there is one of you left.
And it
to
does
receive a
regain
gift.
charges too.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. It's pretty good.
And finally, to Runa. He works swiftly and carefully, creating a tiny hourglass. And the hourglass glitters as he hands it to you, the sand inside shifting in hues of blue and gold.
Oh,
That's might be a
Thank
one-time
you.
use, but it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good.
5th level spell. Holy.
And I
Where is
recall
it?
elementals are very strong.
Yeah.
So basically, you have a gem that you can break it, and an air elemental comes out of it
And that's a 5th
that
level
you
spell.
can control.
Okay.
That is.
It's really good. It's like having a really powerful companion join the party.
I feel
Yeah.
like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel
But
like
only for a
we can
one-time
kill the
use.
hag.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope these things will aid you in whatever quest that you are on.
Is there any downside to these items?
They come with
Is
no
there a
strings.
catch?
The only one who suffers is myself. And I will do it with a smile upon my face. For that is why I'm here. I wanted to make amends, and I am, even if it is in this cursed manner.
So you just sit here and make magic items all day.
Meadow's gonna fly up.
Wouldn't
and
say
give
it's all
him-
day. I don't get visitors very often.
Meadow's gonna fly over and give him a hug.
Oh! He kind of jumps and startle as your little fairy arms wrap around him, but... Thank you, little one. That's very kind of you. And I hope that you will return to see me again, which brings me to my request. If it's not too much trouble, could I ask for your help with something?
Of course.
Reciprocity.
Indeed, indeed. You know the rules of this place well. You see, I've been experimenting with growing twilight reverie mushrooms, using the dung of various magical creatures. The more powerful the creature, the more potent the mushrooms. They have marvelous properties, but alas, I find myself in need of a specific ingredient. About 40 pounds of Jabberwock dung. It's quite valuable to my research, and the only reliable source I've had comes from adventurers who spotted Jabberwocks on the floating isles above thither. And there are not very many of you these days. I can't leave my cave due to the curse, so I'd be forever grateful if you could fetch me some.
Or
Sure, but we don't really have anything to contain that much.
Well, bag of holding.
Of course we do. We have a bag of holding.
But I don't want to ruin Ruben's new bag of holding with
I mean,
poop.
It's to the astral realm, so technically speaking, you kind of can't ruin it.
Yeah.
I've heard
it
of shit
doesn't
bags, but this is ridiculous.
Dung man.
We'll do what
Anywho.
we can. And we
Quick
are
question.
gonna go see Scabatha. So if we can take care of that situation too, we'll try to help you with that.
Yes. Do you
Yes.
know anything about your curse and whether it is tied to her being in this realm or in the realm of the living, more specifically?
Being alive, you mean?
Yes.
certainly, to put it plainly. Yes, but I don't see how, who, or what could possibly enter. She's very impossibly strong. And so, yes, as long as she lives, as long as I will be cursed.
Well, if it helps, we did kill her sister.
You did?
Yes.
My.
yes,
How
He
very
takes out the ball on
impressive.
his head. I guess you can't see it, so it's gonna make sense.
So
That's
there's
very
hope.
impressive. Well, I will keep it then, and I will toil away with more of a smile upon my face. I wish I could help you more, but all I can do is perhaps tell you what I know. A little bit of information about Granny and about Loomlurch itself.
Sure. If you know anything that might help us.
She's a particularly wicked one. She is always watching, always listening. I'm sure she knows of this conversation now. But here's the curious thing. She has this key sticking out of her back, like one of those wind-up toys.
Mm-hmm.
It turns to show her mood, you know? When she's happy, it spins like a whirlwind. But if she's upset, well, it slows to a crawl. And when she truly loses her temper, that key stops entirely. Best to steer clear when that happens.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Thank you. Well,
Of course.
we should probably head out now, but thank you for the gifts, and if we happen to find the Jabberwock poop, we'll stop it, we'll drop it off here on our way back.
I appreciate that, and I hope to see you again soon. I wish I could give you more help, but I unfortunately, because of my curse, I cannot tell you much more about Loomlurch or how to get there exactly, but I can tell you one thing. And he sort of looks over his shoulder, or like he would be if he wasn't blindfolded. But he sort of peers around or such to see that there's no spooky eyes in the dark. And he says, "Look for Will of the Feywild. He might be able to help you. He knows these woods better than anyone, and he is hated by Granny more than anyone."
I see.
Yes, we saw the wanted poster.
We did?
Yes, Malik.
I don't remember any names. If I see a name, it's a computer error for me. Short-term memory loss.
We'll keep an eye out for him. Thank you for the advice.
Be safe now.
Quick question. What happens if we take the gold behind you?
You said you would be haunted.
Right. But by what?
You
Malik.
take it. You will be haunted by awful apparitions. Day, night. They will dog your every move. I can promise you
Oh.
that you have no desire to deal with this.
Malik,
Okay.
don't take his
Next
money.
question. Yes, I won't take the old man's money. I'm not evil. Anywho's, are you limited to making a single item per person? But how is this deal of your work? If I brought a goblin, could you make an item for the goblin?
I suppose that I could.
So it's a limit of one per person. Okay. Interesting.
Are you
Okay,
feeling
then.
greedy as well, son? Did you not hear the lesson I tried to just teach you with my own sad story?
Teaching him lessons
Well-
is very difficult. It's not just you.
No, I am quite learned. But I will say that I'm a bit confused by your predicaments. As well, if you can make a magic item for people, you can then, sell it for more gold, and then give that to an orphanage, and that gold wouldn't be cursed. It just seems, smart. But whatever, I'm not a marketing man. I guess we'll just be
Or
off.
money launderer.
Malik, that's not. You're missing the lesson. Okay.
I mean, it just seems kind of weird to me.
The point is to give his wealth away because he was greedy.
Okay.
If he sold the items, he wouldn't be giving it away.
Yes, but he would have clean money that isn't
It
cursed.
doesn't matter. He's still selling
It's
it for
certainly
profit.
not the way it works, son. And aside from that, I cannot leave this cave.
Oh well.
But thank you for thinking of my plight.
Well,
If it is
I
as you
wouldn't
all
go that
say,
far.
it will end with her death.
You spoke of mushrooms. Are you a expert in herbology, by chance?
Wouldn't call myself an expert, but just a dabbler. Gotta do something else to pass the times. Like I said, we don't get many visitors, so I don't make as many items as I would.
Do you have one of those mushrooms?
Do
I'm
you
sure
know-
Malik would
Every
like
day.
it.
Do you know about any plants related to the insanity mist?
And he'll pull out his poisoner book, and he'll. I mean, he can't really see it, so just post it in here. If he has any knowledge of such plants.
As you pull out the book and lean over to show it to him, he just sits there without moving a
I
muscle
know.
before gesturing to his face, where he is very obviously blindfolded.
And then he
Can't
just
read it,
reads
son,
I guess.
but
Reads it out loud for him, I guess, like an audiobook.
Do you have any of those mushrooms? Then maybe we can give it to Malik so he'll leave.
I mean,
I haven't had very much success with growing them, but I have a few. I could part with one, I suppose.
what do they do?
Oh, from what you've described to me, I think it's certainly possible you could use it for that.
Oh. 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 Oh, okay. I
Oh,
like
God.
Wow.
That was something.
That's not something you should tell him.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure he will appreciate it. Malik, can we go
It's
now?
going down the notes.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh.
Yes. All right. So.
Before we leave,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just pull out 4 silver coins and hand it to him.
Okay.
For good luck.
Okay.
Kindness.
He smiles and thanks you, and
You broke the DM, Runa.
I'm sorry, I was doing something else
I'm sorry.
while you were talking. I was trying to find that mushroom thing for Malik. Did you give him
I mean-
something? I'm so sorry, Runa.
She gave
I give
him
him-
silver coins
4
Yeah,
silver,
4 silver.
coins.
Lucky number.
for good luck.
Oh, I don't really need that, but thank you very much. The thought is what really counts, but you can see I have plenty of riches here that I'm trying to be rid of, friend.
You don't really own this money, anyways. This is something
Fair
for
point. Well, thank you.
Side note, but how the fuck does he eat if he can't leave the cave? Does he just like make food out of the gold?
There's certainly no escape from his curse, including death.
God, okay. Fucking
His shaky hand accepts the coins and he carefully puts it into a pocket under his housecoat. Gives you a smile and goes back to making golden thread on his little loom.
good then. Off we go.
Poisoned. All right. You head away.
Rainbow mushrooms, oh good lord.
I think this map is missing the title.
Oh yeah. I think you guys could probably. It's okay for you to know where you are. It's on the GM layer. There's just a lot of stuff hidden there.
It's good.
You guys traveled about 4 miles, so it took you just over an hour to get here from the crash. Not to mention that you had eaten recently. So there's plenty of time left in your energy stores.
What time is it? Like, what time of day?
That's a good question. Like hither, the what is the word that I'm looking for? Movement of the sun is not excessive. So it appears to be like a midday. But since you've been here, you haven't seen the sunlight change or move or do anything yet. You haven't been here for very long.
So,
So it's a little bit hard for you to guess at what time of day it is, but the sun seems high in the sky.
how long does it take us to travel to the unicorn place, for example?
Well, 3 miles in 1 hour.
So like 3 hours ish.
About that. That's if you don't make any stops on the way.
3.5, 3.25, something like that. Okay.
Well, on my way.
Yeah, let's start heading that way, I guess. I just wasn't sure how far we could travel before we have to take a rest.
Cover like whole map if you wanted.
Yeah. But there's not super big place.
Thank God. I get such fucking Link vibes from the fucking tree man walking in the back.
Alright, give me 1 second. You guys actually zoomed through everything this time, like you never do, and we surpassed what I had prepared for the evening. You guys. Okay.
Admittedly, I was rushing Malik a bit.
I'm gonna have to start accounting for you guys' aggressive herding of Malik away from any social situation.
Yeah.
Just gotta get him away before he messes somebody up.
Yeah.
Get him away before he gets the knives out.
Alright.
Oh, footprint.
Ooh. Chicken.
Alright. You guys are walking through on your way to the path. When it's impossible not to notice a trail of monstrous claw prints on the forest floor. Whatever creature left the trail was clearly enormous, as each print spans 3 feet from heel to toe.
Is it the Jabberwocky?
Big chicken.
Now, call me crazy, but I wanna have a look at it. I wanna.
He just starts wandering.
Does it look like the Jabberwock's feet?
You want to give me a nature check with advantage?
I'll join you because I want to roll for fun.
$15.
These are definitely the feet of the beast that sunk your balloon, essentially.
Meadow immediately frees his arms out and he goes, "Guys, don't move. Does anybody see it?"
Actually, you
They-
know what? That's...
Continue for a while along the road, and so you guys Malik's going to study them, and so you guys are kind of like walking along as you do. And they continue for a few of the miles that you're walking. Though where you have stopped here, the trail has disappeared abruptly.
I cast Tech Magic. That's a thing I can just do forever because of Bavlona's hand.
Well, I mean, it flies, so Meadow is
I
looking
know.
up in the sky.
He's looking down into the earth.
You look up, Meadow, and you see nothing but treetops. But you don't see any dragons.
Would Malik know how fresh they are, considering how high you're going?
How fresh the footprints are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. These are probably half a day old.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So from
pretty old.
some other earlier.
Yes.
Well, where does it point towards? Like, if we were to follow the, like directly from where it ended, like just straight forward, where would we be looking?
Assuming that it has a launching point
Mathematics.
in
Aerodynamics.
this direction, you could assume that it was probably making its way towards the east.
Is that back
Because
town?
if you guys are going north this direction, and its feet are kind of taking it this way.
Northeast, basically.
Yeah.
Aerodynamics.
Can we see anything of interest in that direction?
On when you were able to look over thither, both when you were in the balloon and when Meadow was sort of giving you that scout, the only thing that is in like the northeast area of where you guys are perhaps those floating isle that Nib was referring to.
Oh, he did say that they came from that.
Yep.
So it's safe to say that perhaps it was going off in that direction, especially if it's known to nest there at times.
Okay, well, we'll just have to keep an eye on, I guess.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right. Continue. And you cross a stream. And as you are crossing the stream, you are able to see through the trees Miss... Ooh, Oliver! What the fuck? Sorry, my cat. Miss drifting over the surface of a small lake. Forested crags line the shore on one side of the lake, and mossy rocks protrude from the shallows. Near the center is a rocky little island. However, as you're beelining to the pool's shoreline, you all seem to find that any path you take through the forest towards this pool seems to lead you back into a circle, back to where you started.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Can I use my wand of secrets to find a path? I don't want to do this fucking loop shit again.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Well, for
Can
sure.
I mean, you can try and wave it and expend one of those slots and see what it does.
Can I
Gladly.
fly up and see?
Yeah. You're flying straight upwards from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have probably done this loop about 3 times trying to get to the edge of this pool, and so you're like, all right, everyone stand still. Let me go up and look. So you fly up, and it's there. It's right in front of you. You are all facing it directly forward. All you have to do is fly back down, and everyone just looks that direction and you just walk forward. You just go straight forward.
Can I tell them to walk forward while I watch from above the treetops, see what happens?
Okay. Bryony has the idea to tie some rope around you and use you like a fairy balloon. So she's going to, just so that they don't get, off course, gonna ask you to either tie it around your waist or hold on to it while you fly up, and then sort of tug them along in the right direction, like leading a whole bunch of horses.
Okay.
And as you do, you fly straight forward towards this pool. It's right there. But somehow you are finding yourself just absolutely off-coursing it.
What the heck?
You turn back, you fly back, and instead of going the way you're trying to, you are bounced course once more.
Okay. Can I pull out the alicorn horn
Yeah.
and see if it helps?
Sure. You pull the alicorn horn out of your bag or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at it in your hand and it doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay. I fly back down. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm stuck.
See anything special with my detect magic? So this is we edit loop-de-loop.
There's some kind of force field or something around it that's causing us to go off course.
Fuck. I'm supposed to be the smart one! Just like protection thing? Like if you're not like a unicorn, fuck you, go away.
Meanwhile, as you all stand at the edge, looking at this pool just 1,000 feet away, barely, the shore, the water is lapping at the shore, tranquilly, just sort of laughing at you.
Fuck you.
The water is laughing.
Like
It probably
Laughing.
feels like it. Because it's calm and serene, and it's just lapping at the shore like nothing's happening, and yet you can't
Okay.
get there. You can't reach it.
I'll spend 10 minutes ritual cast unseen servant, just having to walk forwards, I guess. He goes 60 feet, I know, but like just standing 60 feet away from me, just
I can see through it. Shit.
I mean,
So
yeah,
you
you can do that. You can summon him, and you situate yourself, and you are like, all right, and now just go straight forward. And though you can't see him, I imagine you can sense him in some way. And
Yeah.
you send him off ahead of you, and he walks straight forward. He walks, and he hits a left.
damn it.
If it's misdirection,
I
maybe
hate
we should
how the
check.
fix is probably really obvious
Can you,
and in our face.
Silva,
Yeah,
are you attuned to your helmet yet?
that's what I was just trying to figure out.
Because if you could use it to...
We have not had a long rest since we left the
Well,
balloon.
We did. The balloon was a long rest.
If you could somehow use it to telepath or detect
Well,
thoughts.
yes, I can detect thoughts and see if there is. Yeah, I can listen to see if there are thoughts nearby and then send a message.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah, you can
distance on it?
spam that shit.
Detect thoughts. Oh, sure.
Hang on.
It's
What was the question?
What's the distance on
30
How I
feet
think it
within you.
was 30
feet.
feet, which I'm not close enough.
Yes, the shore is about 1,000 feet away.
Damn.
Mm.
God damn it.
I'll cast see invisibility if there is something
I'm
nearby.
wave
Okay.
my unicorn horn around. Damn it! Let us through.
Look, I have one.
I have one. I am one of you.
Although
I'm just
Bryony
waving
sort
it
of
like
grabs
Harry
your
Potter.
wrist and very sort of harshly pushes it down. Like, are you nuts? If unicorns live here and you're waving a severed unicorn horn at them, they're not gonna let us in. Put that away.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Runa,
And Mike will-
you don't seem to see anything different, even as you cast the see invisibility spell.
What if I shoot an arrow?
Yeah, let's attack them.
No, I'm just gonna shoot one just at random.
All right,
Like it's
make
like a
an
psychic
attack.
barrier, just
An attack.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Shooting it straight ahead.
What's your attack? Never mind.
See if it curves.
oh shit! I should probably mention too before I forget we get in combat. I use fucking fuck English. Sorry. I make
Ah.
plan.
What?
Okay, do you want to
You
figure
have
out
a
what that
plan?
feature is called and then tell me?
Wait, okay, I found it. God, perfect plan. TLDR, TLDR. You didn't read any of that. I can basically just add a dice to how many? What's my modifier? 3 people, including myself, I think. So I pick Runa, Meadow, and Enimo Silva. So I can basically add a dice to any roll you make, kind of like
Meadow,
attack rolls,
Runa.
ability checks. Meadow and Silva.
Silva.
Just saying that now before I forget.
And what's the addition?
I can basically add a
1d4.
D4, yeah, to your rolls, to damage,
Okay.
to attack roll, to checks.
Sick.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
That's
So
it.
one time
One.
use?
No, I have 5.
No, but like I have it. I can use it one time.
No, it's like
So
I
not
use
like
it on you.
bless.
Oh,
It's like-
I'm confused.
It's okay. Look, think bless, but I choose one to give you bless.
Oh, so you determine when to use it, not me.
Yes, yes.
Got
Just
it.
like I can if I want to.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
uses his
having
reaction.
chosen the 3 of you.
Yes.
Right. So we are the 3 that he can do it for.
You
Yes,
are the
including
But
chosen.
myself.
will he? But
Yeah, that's
will
a good question.
he?
There's a lot.
Meadow,
Sad.
you knock your arrow, you pull back on the string, and you let it fly, and that baby flies. 150 feet, 250 feet, 350 feet, 600 feet, and it drops, you know. It coasts its way to the ground as it normally would, straight on till morning.
And about how many feet is when we get turned around?
You guys are standing about probably 20 feet away from the point where there is no return. But it's not as though you're running into something, it's just as though you're walking forward and suddenly you're not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Meadow's gonna...
Did the ground shift underneath us?
Nope.
I think it's just our
Doesn't
bodies
seem that
like
way.
instinctively change.
Just
walking
remember, Meadow was flying
Yeah.
above the trees, leading you guys.
Yeah.
Even she got turned around
It
still.
still
way.
happens.
Yeah.
So Meadow
Speak of
is gonna, last resort, cup her hands around her mouth and go, "Hello,
I was gonna start screaming actually.
hello."
Like a Batman.
Nothing answers you.
Damn it.
I want to try something.
Oh yeah, go on.
I'll close my eyes and walk forward. I
Good.
don't know.
I mean, we're trying anything this morning.
Mm.
I feel like
Even
that
with your
scene in The
eyes
Hobbit.
closed, you make your handful of steps forward, and your body just starts to drift to the side. And you are diverted just the same.
I'll start screaming and walking backwards like a lunatic.
Is there something
You do that.
I do that.
Is there something Meadow's missing, like that she might know from her childhood here in the Feywild?
I don't think so.
Some perceptions,
Nothing
please.
that would really
Okay. My passive is shit, by the way.
relate to this.
It's 12 now.
But I suppose I would give. I mean, if anyone wants to make some sort of Arcana check, I suppose.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
I'd love to. Could buff my Arcana, but I don't know what I used that thing yet.
You have spent probably a good 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, trying to figure out how to get to this damn pool after arriving. And Malik, you just take a moment to stand there and just think about the situation, what you've seen, what you've done so far, what's worked, what's not worked, what's going on here. And you've come to the conclusion that this is definitely some sort of glamour. And it is definitely powerful. And you know, as you're coming to this realization, that the force of sheer will is not going to get you to that pool.
We need, like, dispel magic or something.
She asked for passive perception. I'm gonna get jumped, but who cares? Annoying.
Well, I don't know. At this point, maybe just walk around, go somewhere else. I saw some big mushrooms earlier. That could be fun. I don't know. I don't like unicorns anyway. Stupid.
They're not stupid.
Well, I can't
Have you
get their
met a unicorn
pawns.
before?
No.
How do you know if they're stupid or not?
Well, I can't get to their pond, so they're stupid.
Don't be a child.
I'm not a child, I'm a man.
Well, you're acting like a child.
I beg to differ. I think I'm quite smart.
I didn't say you
Unless someone
weren't
else is
smart.
me.
I'm saying you're acting like a child.
No, I act like a scientist. You're just jealous.
You're still acting like a child.
No, you act like a child.
Enough.
Bryony's just shaking her head. She's not even getting involved at this point.
Well, if someone else has any ideas, I suggest we just walk around or go to those mushrooms. Or just keep looking stupid.
Yeah, let's go somewhere else. Maybe if we approach from a different direction, or maybe we'll find some clues somewhere else.
Darn it! I wanted to go see the unicorns.
Yeah.
Well, we can try again later.
That's true.
Where are we supposed to go?
I think we should follow
Go here.
the
Mushrooms.
yeah.
We could go see the
Go check out
mushrooms.
the mushrooms and see if we can find some dung.
Well, I don't think that's where the
Well-
dung is from. The dung is from over here. But maybe that one mushroom we helped will be there, and he'll tell us how to get to the unicorns.
There you go.
What's a unicorn? I've
I
been
heard
alive for
that
7 days.
unicorns only appear to maidens,
Hey, I'm a maiden.
elven maidens specifically.
No,
You don't know
What
that?
kind of maidens?
elven.
Elves.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm a fae. That should count for something.
Well, clearly not.
I blame you. It's probably you. That's why they don't want to come out.
See, now you're acting like a child. Anyway,
Are you
Let's
guys
go.
done yet? Can we just walk somewhere else?
Mushrooms! Mushrooms! Toad!
I guess we're gonna go
We're
find
just-
the toadstools.
We're just venting our frustration. We don't like feeling stupid. And we are feeling stupid right now.
Well, there's no reason to feel stupid. I've never been to the Feywild. Have you guys ever been to the Feywild? Meadow, I'm not asking you. But I think it's pretty reasonable for us to not have all the answers here, guys.
I mean, I know the directions can mess you up sometimes with the Feywild because it can be kind of tricky, but nothing like this before.
yeah, this is stupid. I hate not knowing things.
It happens to all of us eventually. Come on, let's just go find something else interesting. Besides, we've got to figure out a way to fight Granny Nightshade anyways.
I mean, stab them till they stop moving. That tends to work.
I think we need a better
Alright.
plan than that. Come on.
Let's go
gotta-
to the mushrooms.
We gotta find our weakness. Did one of the when you guys were
No,
on
didn't
the
it say it?
when you guys were on the the carousel, did any of them tell you her weakness?
Yeah, Malik posted it a while ago.
I was asking in character.
In character, I would not know because I don't know names. He just goes over my head.
You would know her weakness though. You just wouldn't know her name.
Was Malik
Well, yeah,
the
we
only
know
one
which
who
one.
got that?
No, I think Jason and they got for Scabafa. I got for Endolin.
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I'll just take a picture of this and I'll post it again. And
I mean, I know what her weakness is, but I'm just asking in character.
Yeah, but in character, I wouldn't know. I have no clue. I'm useless.
Ruben.
Well, I can't remember which one it was, but one of them's weakness is something about a dollhouse. They don't like dolls. I mean, I don't blame them. Me neither. Dolls can be creepy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you remember?
Yeah. I'm
Do you
sure that
remember-
the occasion will reveal the admonition, and when it's time, I'm certain I'll remember what's important.
Is this the hag that has your lost item?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's a good question.
She has
Can't be sure.
mine.
She's probably the one with the dollhouse.
She has runas. Okay.
Because she does the toys thing.
Yeah, that makes a lot
Oh
of sense.
yeah, that makes sense. Sounds terrifying, honestly. I'd
Yeah.
kind of prefer Bavlorna over all that.
We took.
Is this
The
a place we can
places.
visit? Like this toadstool place?
Yeah, although you would not currently be able to see it, and I doubt that is something you would have seen from the balloon.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, I thought
you
it.
guys
I thought
can
we like.
walk around, you know.
I thought we like walked past it when we came here, but I guess we.
Yeah, I
went the other
thought
way.
we did too.
I did so too.
I mean, I guess it's close enough.
Malik.
I was more envisioning you guys going like a straight
Oh.
on till morning kind of deal, because
Oh.
you didn't. It was just like a straight path, and this is like 3 miles away. So I mean, I don't think you guys
I thought
necessarily
we were
crossed
going this
real
way.
close to it.
Because the mouth
Unless-
of the cave is right there. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Versus like that. Oh, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Well, more like
Very artistically helpful.
Thank you.
You guys might have seen it off the path, I'll suppose, but I would say that we probably didn't stop there since we didn't discuss it at all.
Well,
Okay.
no.
And so you guys will retrace your steps and head that direction. Though as you are walking, just off the path, you can hear a soft, mournful howl rising from the trees.
Like,
And Bryony, at the very least, just stops in her tracks. And says, that. Oh, it's sad. I don't like it.
I will hug
It's a
it.
cow.
Can I recognize what kind of animal it is? Like, at least, like, is it a dog? Is it a cat? Kind of animal type? Okay, that was just whimpering. Now it's getting a bit obvious.
You approach, led by Bryony.
Yes.
And about 60 feet ahead of you, you can spot a group of 7 dogs. Their sleek forms are moving in the shadowy recess of the trees, all circling a crudely dug hole in the ground.
Guess this wouldn't really work as they're animals. Never mind.
Drawing a bit closer, Reuben, your particularly sharp eyes can make out the details of the solemn scene. These creatures are gathered around what appears to be a shallow grave, as their attention is fixed on a blink dog laid out carefully on a reed litter inside the hole.
Yeah, I think it's a funeral.
Ew.
Well, we
Each
should-
dog gently places a small offering by their fallen companion's side, a little stone and a little strip of leather, a broken antler. A
See?
funeral.
I've been banned from most funerals. I haven't really been to one in a while. So, I don't really know what to do here. Do we just
take
throw something in the
quiet.
hole?
First of all,
Oh, okay.
Just kind of confused on what he wants to do.
Meadow, do you fly up to them? Hello, Meadow.
Little fairy.
Meadow, hello.
Oh, sorry. I was muted. Yeah, Meadow's going to fly up slowly and then bow to the blink dogs respectfully.
They ignore you for the moment. And they continue to place their items into the hole. And then one of them begins scooping up some of the dirt and,
Oh, I was going to put something
putting
in
it. Begins
Begins
pushing it in,
applying.
and then one of them turns to you and begins speaking in Sylvan. Is that one of your
there. Yeah.
languages?
Yes.
It's not safe.
I
Oh,
speak Sylvan now.
I was going to make an offering. Can you tell me what happened?
If you would like to play something for our friend to enjoy in the afterlife, you may do this. He was slain while scouting out Loom Lurch. If you are heading that way, be cautious.
Was it the hag?
It was not the hag herself, but there are many dangers awaiting us.
Can I ask why you guys were scouting?
There's all of the life is there. Things to eat. Sort of thing.
I understand.
But it was a mistake. We should not have set our sights so high.
I do still have Druidcraft because of my fairy magic. And so I'll use Druidcraft to, after they cover his body, or her body, with the dirt, I'll have flowers sprout over the mound.
Alec will just try and throw a sling in the hole before it's completely covered.
They seem to take kindly to both actions. And some of them begin to somberly lope away after their brethren has been buried. But the one that you are speaking with, Meadow, he gives you like a, not like a play bow, but like he bows his head.
Yeah.
Thank you for your kindness.
You're
It will
welcome.
not go unnoticed.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yes, it was those damn scarecrows. Keep an eye out for them. They scream.
Oh
They
no.
scream loudly if they spot intruders. We had no idea.
Oh, I see. Okay. I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
And he turns and, with a final mournful howl, lopes away as well.
And then Meadow turns to the party and goes, so they were scoping out Scabatha's place. And
I think Silva speaks Sylvan?
I do not.
Oh, I think we've talked about this before. It's just your name.
yeah.
Yep.
And they said to keep an eye out for the scarecrows because they make really loud noise when they see intruders, and they that's what killed their friend.
Oh, I can't really look at the body. That's unfortunate.
They also thanked us for the kindness that we showed, and that it would be remembered.
It's always good to do good stuff for people in the Feywild. I think I've learned that at this point.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit unfortunate. We couldn't get a close look at the body. I wanted to look at the ears for damage. Not
Surprised
dissecting.
you don't just dig it up, Malik. Terrible person.
Well, I didn't dig it up because I'm not a terrible person. I'm a great guy.
And he does
Well-
like 2 finger guns.
Well, finally some evidence.
He's learning.
And he looks very
slowly.
proud.
I'm actually a very quick learner.
Looks very proud. Scoffing.
Malik, give me a d6.
Ew, okay. I suck.
I'm gonna say that while you're walking, you are able to have found one herb, and your roll makes this a Sithral herb.
Sifro guy, I write that down. Okay. Very gaming.
Well, should we keep going?
Yeah. Please do.
And you guys make your way back to the toadstools. And give me a second. Which is the right. Oh, there we go.
I can't see anything.
Okay, remember, we have reached my preparation long ago, so nobody is on the map at the moment. Flying by the seat of my pants here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a creepy looking toadstool. It's very circle.
Would Silva find anything? Because she is also a herbalist person.
Silva looking?
She just
Yes.
did
So
it.
I've got it before.
I think she just did it for you because you're trying to collect herbs for your poisons and stuff.
Yeah,
But if
but,
someone else would
uh,
like to be looking, feel free.
Sure.
I know that Silva
D6.
also wants to make potions.
Yep, I do.
Well, then there you go.
I don't want to make poisons. I want to make potions.
Well,
You got it.
yeah, the herbalist things, they are very different from the poisons. Like, none of the
Yeah.
herbs have anything to do with the poisons.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So
they're
how do I
like-
look?
Roll a d6
Uh,
for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can post a whole list. There's not that many of them.
That circle looks toxic.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, funny. You both got twos.
All right, you found another cithril herb as well.
Herb.
It's funny. Almost make a blood boiler.
There's no mushrooms here?
There are. And 79 of them, to be exact. And they are milling around in a bit of a circle, making up this ring. Though, as you all begin to approach, you hear little tiny voices.
Hey, you watch it. We ain't fertilizer yet. What's the matter with you? Never seen a fun guy before? Get lost in the bag before I spread my spores.
Hello?
And they're all just sort of, now they're all like obstinately
Jumbled?
zigzagging, making sure to move away far from each other. And so this is no longer a nice circle. This is multiple
zigzag.
clumps of toadstools now.
Oh, brother.
Hello? I was looking for a particular one of your friends that we helped.
Hey, don't step on me, or I'll ruin your boots and your day.
I'm flying. I can't step on you.
Oh, for you wish you had roots like me.
Why are you guys being so rude?
How about you show some respect when you talk to us?
We're just looking for
I'd call
help.
you a tool, but even a broken rake's more useful than you.
I'm just looking for some help.
I think they might be intoxicated.
Oh, they are. They do look a little bit
Before I
toxic.
make you puff your way to the afterlife.
I don't think you're strong enough for that, little man.
They must be one of the mean ones.
Now, what I am proposing might be a bit unethical, but would you be opposed to me grabbing these little shits and cutting them one by one?
No.
No. Go ahead.
Nope.
No. Oh, okay.
Cool.
I mean, no.
That's a first.
I mean, don't do that.
Oh.
Why not?
Nah, don't mind.
I meant we shouldn't hurt them just because they're rude.
Okay, then how about this? Hear me and hear me well, little mushroom men. Which one of you would like to come in my hand and let me touch you with this metal rod?
Holding a scalpel.
Keep moving, twig legs, before I decide to root you here permanently.
Okay, what if I move after you, huh?
You know what? Just for
Go
that,
ahead,
I'm
try
gonna.
me.
Just-
I'll make sure you itch where you can't scratch.
Just for that, I'm gonna make you root to your spot, and she's gonna use a Juricraft to grow weeds around them.
Whatever
Fucking
insult
butcher.
they're about to shout is lost in the weeds.
Rude little monsters. You're in timeout. Think about your life choices.
And more insults come from more of the piles.
You smell worse than the dead one I sprouted from!
You know, I could believe that.
I've seen rot with more charm than you.
It's just a cacophony of insults, rude one-liners. It's just an absolute. It's like a imagine a full audience hall, just tons of voices, all shouting very mean things at you all.
Wow, it's
All
like
right,
graduation all over again.
We should just leave.
So-
I don't know where to go though.
Silva steps up, adjusts her helmet,
Oh.
and
Magneto this bit.
and casts suggestion on the fungus. and
You can
and
spam it too, I think.
what's that?
What is
I think you
suggestion?
can spam it. It's,
Suggestion is you suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Suggestion
be
must be
nice.
worded in such a manner as to make a course sound reasonable. So I just want to, like you can't say stab yourself or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
But,
just like drop your weapon or fall down.
Yeah, so she's just going to cast suggestion. Cooperate
Okay.
with us.
I think it has to be one word.
No, it said a
Cooperate
sentence.
is fine.
It says the sentence or two.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Either way,
thinking
that-
command.
that-
You're thinking of command, yeah.
Yeah.
That works well enough, and one single toadstool of the 79 stops moving and turns to look at you, whilst the rest continue to shout at you.
One brave soldier.
And so what do we want from these people?
We want to figure out how to get to the unicorns.
Oh, yeah. So, wait, do they understand common?
Apparently.
I mean, they can speak it.
Okay. All right, cool.
Just shouting insults and knowing what they're saying.
Like, hey, I know when I'm being insulted in many languages that I don't understand.
It's in the inflection.
Yep. So, do you know anything about the lake over here and the weird effect that won't let us approach? Do you know how to get there?
Yeah, the lake effect.
So I'm asking the fungus, the cooperative one.
Yeah, you step up to the single fungus of them all that is not running around like a little mad toadstool, and the little thing glares at you, its eyes narrowing.
How do you get past it? Like I know. I don't waste my time on sparkly horse ponds. Go ask a tree. Maybe they care.
Do you know where we can find one? That
He just
talks?
begins
A
to
tree?
point wildly around him.
Trees.
Okay.
No.
Sassy little shit.
One that talks.
Take your pick.
Do they all talk?
Do I look like your servant?
You're supposed to cooperate with us.
I can't give you something I don't know.
Well,
Or have.
I'm asking you where to find a talking tree.
Your guess is as good as mine, lady.
Move on.
I think we
Okay.
need to move on.
Where are we supposed to go?
I think we need to follow the path that the footprints were going and go that direction.
I don't know if we can take on a Jabberwock right now.
Didn't the footprint ended because whatever it is?
Yeah,
flew
but
away?
the direction that they were headed, there was what was up
Sort of
there on the map?
northeast.
Yeah, and there's something up there in the northeast that we were.
Yeah, the dung.
Nib has called them the floating isles.
So my thought is we don't have to take on a Jabberwock to get its dung.
Okay.
We're not gonna like attack it while it's producing the dung.
Right, but Silva, that's disgusting. But Silva, you're kind of missing the biggest part of that issue there. And that is the only person who's got wings here is Meadow. So how are we going to get up there?
Yeah, unless you want me to put you in the bag of holding and fly you guys up there.
Oh God.
How long can I hold my breath?
10 minutes.
Hold on now. You said we were going to put the dung in there. So how are we getting down?
Wait,
That's a
You
good
can ride
point.
in the
How
bag with
many-
poop.
how many of us have pixie dust left over from the carnival?
I don't.
I think we have something else. Pixie dust.
Yeah, I have a pixie dust.
But I think that was only letting you float like what, 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
it gives you a flying speed.
Oh fuck. Never got one.
For 1 minute, and it allows you to hover.
Okay.
I mean, no
But
fall
it
damage.
doesn't
Okay.
work like an actual flying speed.
Right, gotcha.
I mean, unless you guys want me to go on a solo mission.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be the
well,
last time we ever saw you, Meadow.
while you're having this conversation, Malik will take out some really weird-looking pipes
Okay.
and say, "Well, since we're gonna be leaving, I guess I will have a last offer. Any one of you that starts running away from me automatically accept a deal of where you come in my pockets. If you run,
what
you go.
pipes?
Some pipes you gave me. Each creature within 30 feet must succeed
I
at
didn't
least
give that to you.
can- Well, she did.
No, I didn't. The elf lady gave it to me. And I
I
kept
thought you
it.
said you gave it to me at the end.
No.
What? Oh, I'm tripping then.
I said I could use it because I am proficient in flute. And you have to
Oh,
be
flute's
you have to
cool,
you have
yeah.
to be proficient in wind instruments to use it.
Am I? No, that's awkward.
I was about to say, I was like, where did you get some pipes?
Don't mind me then. I'm schizophrenic.
Anyways.
I can't remember for not. Well, I don't remember the last three minutes or so of last session, unfortunately. But I'll take Meadow's word for it.
Yeah, no worries. Well, I guess we might as well go. And we'll just stare at Meadow and just wait.
You want me to just fly up there by myself?
No, I mean like to leave. Waiting for you to start leaving.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I
you
have
try
no
to-
idea where we should go then.
Well, didn't you guys remember what that old man at the cave said?
I'm the guy.
What to,
Well, if we don't know what the answers are, maybe we should find him.
How are we supposed to find him, though? We don't have any idea where he is.
Well,
Hey, Muffin Man, have you seen some weird kid running around the forest?
Oh yeah.
running around the forest.
So, what do you know about Will of the Way? What?
Feywild.
Feywild.
I can't say names, sadly.
No, just a little toadstool.
Gotta go in my fucking pocket.
Maybe Meadow is rethinking her "don't eat things that talk" rule.
Yeah.
No, those are gonna be. Those are probably poisonous. Definitely don't eat those.
So
You
that's
could
the bad
you
thing.
could harvest a couple of them.
They're clearly
I
toxic.
mean, Malik is waiting
get
for you
it?
to turn around. He's gonna snatch him in his pocket the moment you turn around. It's very obvious what he's planning to do.
I mean, I have a giant fake nose. It's magical. Like, if I can like sniff him out, but I don't know what he smells like. I'm assuming like he smells like a kid.
What do kids smell like?
You wait. You have a
Weird.
what?
It's a giant
It's-
fake nose that I got from the carnival.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Hard to say.
I don't know what he smells like though, so I can't use that.
We saw a couple of different things when we were in the basket. I mean, might
Yeah.
as well start checking things off the list, right? We already went to the cave.
You know,
We tried to go to the lake.
did we see that weird looking thing with the little light coming out of it? I know they didn't point it
Little
out,
rock,
but did
you
we see
mean?
it?
I think that's probably not likely.
Oh.
It was pretty far off the path you were taking, even if you were taking either the path that I originally thought or the path that you guys thought. It's still 4
Okay,
miles away
well-
from that pool.
There was that one really weird looking tree house. Maybe we can go that way? Because Scabbatha lives at the other place, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, I
he's
don't remember
maybe,
Clapperclaw saying anything about that one.
maybe he's hiding in the treehouse.
Maybe.
Worth a shot.
How many mushrooms can I grab? Are they like trying to run away if I try and grab them, or do you just accept it?
Give me a d20. Give me a d... Give me a d...
86?
Hold on. What receptacle of your body are we using to scoop these up? You grabbing a handful? You scooping in with both arms? What are we doing here?
Well, I was thinking like using Bevalora's hand as a little fucking glove, and then just grabbing them and putting them in my little pockets.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Give me a d5. Or a d6, sorry.
D5 and D6.
Make it easier. Well, there you go.
Very little shits.
You are able to collect 5 toadstools.
Do they resist, or do you just keep swearing at me the whole fucking time?
They're absolutely shouting at you, waving their little arms. They don't even, like, have arms. It's mostly just, like, nubs. Because these are different than the creature that you encountered before. These are toadstool. They're, like, giant, mushrooms. Before, the thing that you met was a creature that is like a mushroom.
And now I have wriggling
creature.
pockets of swearing.
Malik, I thought I told you to leave them alone.
I didn't hurt them.
Let them go.
I just put them in my pocket.
Let them go.
But why?
Because,
I'm not gonna hurt them. I swear.
Malik,
Yes,
let them go right now.
but I'm not gonna hurt them.
Now.
Meadow, just leave it. They're already being sour towards us. Maybe they'll teach them a lesson.
But then we gotta listen to them.
Yes.
Fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Meadow,
Not if
it's
you
not
bludgeon
worth the
them.
fight.
Yeah, he just takes and slaps them every now and then.
Meadow
Like,
just,
outside the
Meadow
pocket?
just takes off without you guys.
The visual image is in my head. Toad napping. Oh. Oh god.
Remember my face. I will be back for more of you.
Alright.
Toadstools.
So Malik has taken his toads
Yep.
and
The toad man.
pocketed them.
Just like Linkwood.
So now he carries 5 toadstools, a toad, and a caged bird.
You're kind of loaded down there, buddy.
A little bit.
Yep. A bit heavy. But you know, carrying the big ass cage around wherever I go.
Alright. And thus the plan is to head north towards the giant treehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Does somebody want to dictate the path that you'll be taking?
Do we
Yes,
see
that'll be
these
good.
giant trees from here?
From here, definitely not.
Or when we get closer, maybe?
Like that?
Yeah, I think it's probably likely that you'd see it from around this area.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
thinking that will probably stop along the way when we notice those trees.
I figured we were just gonna follow the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Skip
works
it
for me.
once.
And I wish I had more prepared, but I don't.
It's
And
getting
the other
late
things
anyway,
are
if
kind
you
of
wanna
big,
stop.
and
Yeah,
it is
it is
about 40
getting
minutes
late.
after. I just wanted to make sure that we got to 20 minutes after, because I know we had to wait for it. So I wanted to make sure everybody got at least 2 hours.
Yeah, sorry about that.
He's fair.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you guys. I can't ever predict what you guys are gonna do. You either go super fast or super slow.
Mm.
But
Totally.
yeah, thither is a little bit less obvious than hither was.
Yeah. But it kind of
You gotta
reminds
shake
me.
people down for more information as well.
It kind of reminds me of the home that I described for Meadow when I did her backstory.
Me too. I thought so as well. It wasn't the
Choke
big,
is
fun,
too.
exciting session that sometimes we have, but it was good. It was good. I really thought that you guys were gonna beat up that goblin, so I was banking on some extra time there.
No, Meadow was trying to
You
go
guys
the
are so
non-violent
aggressive.
route.
I know, but you guys have been so aggressive up until now, and especially when he was talking about using child labor and so nonchalantly, I really thought that was going to get you guys. But especially Ruben over there, you know they have no union; they're children,
Um,
Yeah,
no
good call.
representation whatsoever.
I have a question about
I mean-
how do you attune to things?
It was
It's like
one
half an
goblin.
hour.
It will just take 2
Rest.
turns. So.
No, I mean on the sheet.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can't find it on the sheet either.
Yeah, no clue. Just remember in my head.
Because I don't know how to
What
add
are we?
my.
What are we?
Well, I don't know how to add my bracers.
Yeah, and I need to mark my helm of
Did you try and drag
telepathy.
it from the?
No, it's
Yeah.
in my inventory. I just don't know how it attunes.
It just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't create it, and it says it needs attunement, but that I don't see a way to say yes, I've attuned.
Gotcha. I know that there is a button like that on D&D Beyond character
Oh yeah, there
sheet.
definitely
I think
is
that's
there.
probably what you guys are referring to. I don't believe that's like a thing that happens. So,
Okay.
for example,
Just remember.
the bonus
So-
to archery, since you're gonna assume you're wearing them, we can either put like a global attack modifier, or we can add it to your longbow, and we just give you a +2 to your damage. There'll be a spot to put that in. And then
Okay.
with the helm, you know that you are
Yeah.
attuned to it.
Right, and the cloak of protection, I'll just add 1 to my AC.
Well, it also does your saving
Yeah,
throws.
but oh, that's in my other game. Okay, I was worried that one of you already had a cloak protection, but that's in my Strahd game. But yeah, and if you add the cloak of protection, if you drag it on, it should automatically do what it's supposed to. But if it doesn't,
It didn't.
okay, that I can fix. You'll go into your
That was a lot of fun, everyone. I'm gonna head out.
See you, Ruben.
See
ya.
ya.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye, Dust.
you.
The
Bye.
AC is an additional +1, I think.
Yeah.
That's right. So your custom AC is going to be 11 plus Dex plus Wiz, which puts you at 18.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to
Hold on a
just
second.
set up that global attack thing before next session.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll see you guys.
All right. Bye.
Thank you for the
Bye-bye.
game. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.